Hello everyone, welcome to another tutorial by Team SlideScope. Here you can see we are creating flight booking and travel data analysis dashboard. This is exploratory data analysis dashboard on data. You can see we have some filters applied here. So we can clear the filters and see total number of bookings, total ticket price, average passenger age, what is sum of distance traveled in kilometer by all these flights combined. And if you want, you can select any one of them and see their individual performance. What is average flight duration? What is average ticket price? Sum of ticket price by departure city. So in this data set, we have departure city. We will create another where we will have departure and destination city. This is sum of ticket price by these airlines. So like B Airways, S Airlines, which one of them have highest sum of ticket price, which one of them has highest number of bookings by different payment methods. So if you are not able to read any text, you can go to that particular setting and you can change the color, which I am doing right now. So I will also teach you all these styling and different things that you are seeing here, and when and where to use what type of chart. So let's get started with it. So the data set that we have today is flight booking and travel data set, which is useful for data analysis and machine learning projects. You can see we have booking ID, ticket price, distance in kilometer, etc. It has 250 rows, 9 columns, and purpose is it is a simulated data set representing airline ticket bookings, which is useful for data analysis, visualization, etc. as I explained. Here is the data set. You can see all the columns here. So ticket price, distance, flight duration, age of passenger, what airline it was, travel class, departure city, payment method, and we have just kept some uh, dummy names here. And this is the data set which we can use for answering these questions. So let's get started by loading this data set. So this time we are going to use Power BI to connect this CSV file. So get data CSV file, where you can see in E drive we have the flight booking data set. We will connect with this data set. Make sure all the columns and their respective values are appearing properly. If you are seeing any column error, then you can go to transform data and use first row as header. Otherwise, simply load it. So you can see data set is now loaded, and we can simply insert a text box. In this text box, we can write what is the purpose of this dashboard. So we are going to create multiple dashboard. You already saw some questions that we will solve on this data set, and before that we actually have to do some exploratory analysis. In data sets like this, your target field can be ticket price. So you have to predict the ticket price on the basis of different categorical and numerical fields that are given. So, or it can be anything. So if we are doing ticket price analysis, so we can consider that variable as our target field and then try to analyze effect of other fields on this target field. So this will be flight booking and travel data exploratory analysis, and this will be part 1. We will align it to center quickly, use some font color and that you want to choose. You can also go to views. From here you can select a different theme which has colors as per your liking. So I am just going with default theme. We can make it bold, and from here we can increase the font color for our heading. So it can be either 24, 28, whatever is okay for you. So I am just using Canva here, 250 by 100 or 3:1 ratio image. I am generating a image with transparent background for my dashboard. And after downloading that image, we can go to insert and insert that image here. It is not mandatory, but it will just add some more meaning to your data dashboard. Like it will add more relevant graphics to your dashboard. So we can insert it and then we can use it on this sidebar. So this is a sidebar that we are going to use for filters. Sidebar color and everything we will decide, and this is our canvas, and now we will start building some visuals. And if you want, you can keep it like this also, like this heading. I have made it transparent and put it here, and this is simply optional, but you can do something like this as well, just for your, you can use your creativity. This image was generated using Canva AI. So we can use this to put our heading, and then we can build some visuals. Now we have to create some KPIs first. So we are going to use some card visuals. So these card visuals will help us in creating these KPIs. The first KPIs is how many transactions do we have, or how many bookings do we have. So for that we have booking ID that has unique number for each booking ID. You can see here. So what we can do, we can simply add a field booking ID here and use count distinct. So this is giving us information that we have 250 bookings. We can select the same color here, and then for category label we can select another color. If you think this color is okay, because as per theme this color seems good to me, so I will go with this steel gray or whatever you want to call this color. We can make this bold as well. From here we can adjust the size of our card, and if you want you can go to general tab, effects, and from here you can increase transparency. Let's say if we do 70% transparency, then we will be able to see it like this. If we make it bold, we will be able to see count of booking ID. And if you want, you can go to effects and you can generate a visual border. Visual border, we can select the same color, but we can select a rounded corner around 15 pixels. So this is count of booking ID. We can select this and go to home, copy and paste. So this way we can generate some more copies of it. I see some more space here, so I can increase the size to around 35. So this I can now copy and paste it. So this way in the first row we can create some KPIs. So let's do that. So when you are adding a canvas background like we did this, so we have different options like fill, fit or normal. So you can use any version, and you can use transparency here just to remember. So this is something you can do as well. Now I'll try to increase its height so that one can read it easily. So this one is better. Flight booking and travel data analysis. Now second important parameter for us is what is an average ticket price. If you are doing it as per flight booking agents, so you can also use sum to understand what is total collection of ticket price. The when we are selecting ticket price here, so we can also tell what is the average, what is the currency of this price, and if currency is not known we can keep it as it is. So format is given as currency, we can also make it as general. So as per dataset description it is given in USD, so that's why I'm marking it as English United States. And then when we will bring this, so we will bring ticket price, so it will give you sum of ticket price, or what is total ticket price. So you can show it like this as well. You can go to call out value and you can select display units like million also. So you can see it is 0.64 million is the sum of ticket price, or total ticket price we can say. So let's keep it as sum of ticket price. Then we can create another copy of it, and we can create one more. So I am just using Control C and Control V here, and here we are going to write what is average percentage age. So here we are not using sum because that will not be meaningful, and call out value will be none because average will be between 0 to 100, and call out value none, and here fields will be average. So what is average passenger age? So here we are writing average passenger age. So you can see on an average passenger is aged 45.60 years. Next is what is distance in kilometer. So for this also we will use sum. So sum of distance in kilometer is 1.89 million. This is how much this particular airline or this particular all these combined airlines traveled, and then we can create one more copy here. Next, each flight has its own duration in hours, so we can also drag flight duration and then select its average, and here also we have to select call out value as none. So average flight duration is 11.04, and we can rename it from here. So average flight duration, which is 11.04. So here I am not using any measures, but we can easily create measures to show this data as well. So that will be very easy to do. All you have to do is create a new measure. Let's say you have to find something. For example, we have to find what is average ticket price. So we can write average ticket price, and here we can use average function. So average, and then you can select that particular column. So we are selecting ticket price. So here we have selected this, and in this final KPI we can put that. So, and we just have to select call out value as none. So on an average ticket price is this. So let's select 1000 then. So 2.58k is the average ticket price. So this is how you can create the first row with all KPIs for this flight booking and travel data analysis. So now after creating KPIs, we can decide which one is our main target variable, whether it's average ticket price or sum of ticket price, and then we can analyze this particular field with other fields. For example, if we select airline and we select ticket price, so we will be able to know which airline has got more sum of ticket price. So you can see a simple table data will be created, and if we want we can also represent it as a stacked bar chart or a stacked column chart. So if we select a stacked bar chart, so here is how it will appear. So you can see, so we are going to change it as this particular visual, and this is something we will keep. Next, in this visual we have general tab, effects. So in effects we can enable some kind of shadow, and also we have visual border. So visual border we can keep as white color, and 15 pixel rounded corner we can keep. For our title we can change its text color and maybe select this one. So this is sum of ticket price by airline, and which shows us that B Airways is the airline with highest sum of ticket price. Like in total it has got most number of, obviously it is not showing how many bookings did it get, but it is showing total ticket price wise this is highest. Here we also have different axes. For example, y axis is there, We can disable the values and title if needed. And here, because we are going to enable data labels like this, so once you will enable data labels, you will be able to see which one has got what is the value of this sum of ticket price or total ticket price by airline. Now here in background we can give it a transparency of 80% as well if needed. And obviously we can see this, but if visuals are not properly visible, so for example for columns we can select a darker color, and for our heading, which heading title that we have, for this also we can go with a darker color. If needed, you can align it to center. Even for your visual x-axis, this is the color, we can select something like this. And for our y-axis values, obviously for y-axis we have disabled everything. We have enabled data labels which are not visible. So for data labels, one thing we can do there, we can go to the value and select dark color, maybe like this, and make it bold. So this is sum of ticket price by airline. Then we can click on it, copy and paste, so that we don't have to do this formatting again and again. And here we have selected airline. Then we also have departure city information. So we will just replace this by departure city, and you can see departure city wise information. So for departure cities, we have Mumbai as a departure city with highest sum of ticket price or highest total ticket price. So what I can do is simply I will click on it and change it to a clustered bar chart. In cluster bar chart, you can see data label is given, and for this, because we don't have a space, or the main reason is actually it is showing text, but because of text color we are not able to see. So if we go to data labels, if you go to label, if we select some other color like this, so you can see, then we will be able to see that text. So if we go with this color, or if we select a light shade of blue, if we are selecting a light shade of blue, then other values will not be visible. For that, we can say its position should be in inside end. Then we have more space here, so we can go to y-axis and say we can increase text space here. So this is how you can actually adjust spaces, and that's how we can show the data. For this also we can do something similar. So here also we have position, so we can say outside end. So you can see, because of bar height we are not able to see that, so that's why we can say okay, let's go inside it, and then we can just change the color same as that color. So now everything looks in same synchronization. Here also we have category label. For category label we have this color, so why not we go with the same color like this. And then we can format painter, apply here, apply here, apply here, here, and here. Only here, because we changed this display units as millions, so we can change that. Now because we are using this background image, otherwise I would have used entire space. That's why I am not creating any other chart here. We have more space here, so we will do that. Now let's copy this one more time and put it here, and here we can actually increase the height as well. Now we have airline and departure city covered. We have other categorical features like travel class and payment method and passenger age. So if we go with travel class, so we have to replace this with travel class. So you can see, and it makes sense, in first class we have the highest sum of ticket price. So you can also count uh, total number of bookings. For example, instead of sum of ticket price, you select booking ID and in x-axis and count of booking ID. So you can see most number of tickets were actually uh, you know booked in premium economy. So for this we are going to create a funnel chart, and here I will just rename it as count of bookings. I'm just letting you know, if you want you can just change it to sum of ticket price and analyze accordingly. This is count of bookings by travel class, showing in premium economy we have most number of bookings, and this funnel chart keeps it as 100%. Then what is the for next value, it is 91.3% of the first value. This is 98.41% of previous and 89.86% of first. So that's how it shows data as well. Now we can create its copy, and here we will go with payment method. So we will just replace travel class with a payment method, and in payment method you can see we have 5 or 6 different values. So for this I have taken tree map, and instead of bookings we can also select ticket price. So sorry, in values, so here you can see we have different ticket price. So we can just rename for this visual as ticket price or total ticket price by payment method. So in a tree map you can see the area of this particular quadrilateral, which is either square or rectangle. This particular area represents size and it is also ordered. You can see by credit card and net banking are very close, then it is cash, PayPal, then debit card or UPI. So this is ticket price by payment method, and what I have done is I have just gone to colors, and for different payment methods I have selected manual colors, something which is close to blue or purple color, because I don't want to include orange and pink and those kind of colors. If you want you can add them. So till now we have payment method, departure city, travel class and airlines wise, pricing airlines by count of tickets. We can also show total number of bookings by payment method. So instead of this we can also show select booking ID, and we can just write bookings by payment method, and for this we can also select a donut chart where you can see different payment methods and number of bookings, and data labels or detail labels that we have. There we can select values and we can select a dark color, so which gives an information that most number of bookings are also by credit card. This is ticket price and these are bookings. In both cases credit card is on top, then we have cash. So in cash is the method in bookings by payment method, like it's the second highest method in terms of bookings, but third highest in case of total ticket. So that's how you can compare them in parallel as well. Next we can also see how the age of these passengers are distributed. So if you go, we have passengers age. So when we are dealing with something like passenger age, so we can go with something like horizontal or a vertical bar chart. So I will just use this, and here we are going to add passenger age. So if we add passenger age, then you will be able to see sum of ticket price by passenger age, or you will be able to see passengers of which particular class have paid more. So we can select a stacked column chart and we'll be able to show data like this. So we can rename for this visual as simple total ticket price or ticket price by passenger age. But here you can see we have a big age range, we can say. So another simple trick is to click on these three dots, and then we can create a new group, and in this new group you can see minimum value is 13 of any passenger and maximum value is 80. We can say we want to divide them into 7 age groups. We want to divide this entire range into 7 age groups, so 13 to 20, 20 to 27, and so on, something like that. So once we'll do that, and we will just drag passenger age now, then you will be able to see different age groups. And here you can see, for example, this is 7, passenger age been 7, then 14, then 21, 28, and so on, and how they paid the ticket price. If you want, you can also enable, obviously we have data labels enabled, so position is inside, and let's see value, color is also there. So problem is, why is it not showing? So we can try with vertical, and then we'll be able to see the value. You can select outside and inside, and from here you can select a different color also, so something that is neutral and can be seen. So we will just go with this. So this is a simple dashboard that we have tried to create for flight booking and travel data analysis, and you can learn at SlideScope Institute. You can learn in online and offline classes. So we provide online interactive classes for content like this, for Power BI, Tableau, data analysis, and different other type of tools and programming languages. So if you want, you can connect with us for a demo class. Thanks for watching this part. Have a nice day. One more additional thing, I will just copy this visual, and basically I am going to use this slicer here. So for this slicer we are going to copy the formatting and apply it here, and we will just add airline as a drop down here. So in slicer setting we will select drop down, and this is because if you want to analyze performance of a particular airline, so we can add, so we can then go to slicer header and increase its size. Color, we can select this purple color that we are selecting for our headings, and then it is good. So for example, if you want to select a particular airline, then you will be able to see performance of that particular airline. So this is something that you can do as well.